So thanks once again for coming over to MIRA this afternoon. I shall just briefly introduce myself and talk a little bit about MIRA and my experience here, and I'll pass you over to my colleagues who will also introduce themselves so you understand a bit more about their roles in the business and how they see MIRA's future. So my name's Guy Fulger. I'm the mechanical engineering function leader. My team look after all the mechanical aspects ongoing at MIRA, from our traditional chassis attributes through our simulation design and our build teams that work very much within the military forums. My colleagues and I look forward to meeting you all this afternoon and share some of the exciting future of MIRA and really discussing how potentially you could fit into that and be part of that vision. MIRA's been here at the Nuneaton site for about 60 years, supporting the test and development needs of the automotive industry. We enjoy a reputation of technical excellence, impartiality. We have a unique range of facilities and services on offer. But it's the people at MIRA that make the difference. That's what makes MIRA who we are. And our teams are the driving force behind all of our business. And that's what our customers come for. It's the people here at MIRA. But over the years, there's been quite a lot of change in that 60 years. We now operate globally. We have teams in China, Brazil, India, and sales offices in a number of other countries besides that. And our customer base is expanding all the time. We support a range of automotive sectors, but also defence, rail, and even some aerospace. And as you would have seen on your way in, we are continuing to expand. All those roadworks on the A5 are all part of the development of MIRA to enable us to improve our facilities on site and increase the number of people working here. This really is a very exciting time to be at MIRA. You probably picked up on that passion from some of the guys talking in the room already. We have a very clear vision and strategy for the business, looking out right to 2020 and what success looks like for MIRA. We've got support from the UK government. We're a recognised enterprise zone. We have infrastructure funding, and that's starting to be the catalyst for some of the activities on site that are going on now. There's a lot of building here, for example. But MIRA is developing and growing our engineering services as well, right across a broad spectrum from our traditional engineering attributes to our emerging technologies with UGV and advanced propulsion and powertrains, right throughout to research teams that are right at the cutting edge of automotive technology. We've got a very strong and varied customer base, including Tier 1 suppliers, low volume, OEM manufacturers, both in the UK, Europe, and as I said, globally throughout the world. So you can expect some interesting and stimulating projects at MIRA. There's a changing range of activities, whether you're on a project for a year, a week, a month, you can guarantee that the next one will be a whole different challenge. In parallel, we're developing MIRA's technology park. MIRA is already one of Europe's leading automotive technology parks. We've got more automotive technology partners on site here than anywhere else. We've got customers such as Toyota, Lockheed Martin, Bosch, and that's just set to grow. We're currently under construction for a new building for Haldex, for example. You've seen the roadworks on the way in, you've seen some of the building on site, but take a moment to look at the video at the back or the models in the reception that show some of the vision of MIRA's site and what it's going to grow into. We've got 750 acres here to play with. There's plenty of space. But why work at MIRA? Hopefully you see yourselves having a passion and wanting to join our passionate team. I've been here 18 years. I only ever intended to come for 2. Couldn't get rid of me, maybe. But for me, it's the challenge, the continued variety of activity that really drives me. My career, I've been lucky enough to be able to change positions every 4 or 5 years, something quite different each time. But it's that never knowing what the project that comes through the door next that keeps me excited. And with MIRA's growth and progression plans for the future, that's really stimulating me to think that I want to be here for the next 18 years as well. Where else could I go that I get such a variety of work with such great people, and have such world-class facilities as part of the business that I work in? So I wanted to introduce you to some of my colleagues. First of all, you'll be introduced to Simon Dunnett, the team leader for the electrical and electronics team. Bill Young, the manager of our simulation and design team, and Christian Ibbs, the senior manager for project management.
So as Guy said, my name is Simon Dunnett. I'm the electrical and electronics team leader within the electrical function group. So we look after any of the electrical integration, electrical electronics design within the projects that we work on at MIRA. What originally attracted me to MIRA was its sort of long-standing, very long-standing and highly regarded position within the automotive industry. And that's been reinforced in the time that I've been here, talking to colleagues, customers, they're all of the same opinion. And just to give you some background on the types of projects we work on, it's an extensive variety of projects within automotive, defence, and as Guy said, moving into other industries now, rail type industries. The scope of the projects at MIRA, they can range from consultancy, testing, design of niche components, full vehicle developments, and everywhere in between. In the time I've been here, I've never had 2 days the same. Every day is different. Every day is a challenge. It's fun. It's a really enjoyable place to work. So within my team, I'm currently looking for a vehicle electronics and electrical design engineer. So I'm looking for an experienced and talented engineer, background in electrical and electronics, from either an automotive or a defence background. And I'm also looking from that for someone who can lead small teams, either on small projects or work packages as part of projects for technical leading. And then just to give you a bit of information on the importance of teamwork at MIRA, it plays a major role within MIRA, and actually teamwork forms one of the 4 corporate values. And we firmly believe that all functions have a role to play in achieving those goals and our goals, whether it be personal goals, corporate goals, team goals, group goals. And this can be part of a local functional team, a multi-function project team where it's mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, test engineering coming together as one team to deliver what the customer needs, or even as a wider MIRA team, so encompassing all aspects of MIRA. It's very team-based, team-orientated. So I thank you for your attention, and I'll pass you over to Bill Young, and he'll take you through the next step. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bill Young, and I manage the mechanical simulation and design resources here at MIRA. As of this week, and the numbers changing all the time, that means there are 35 designers and simulation engineers in various disciplines under my wing. My own background involves 30 years of finite element simulation before moving more into management a couple of years ago. I was asked to say what made me join MIRA. Well, I joined MIRA about 19 years ago because I was sick of travelling from Coventry to Wolverhampton every day. But what made me stay at MIRA was the variety of work I was able to do, its challenge, and the variety of work I could observe going on around me. We're beginning to sound a bit like a cracked record, but variety really is what attracts people to MIRA and makes them stay. And so that's what I'd want to say to candidates for my design vacancies. Our designers do get involved in a whole range of projects, long-term and small-scale, for UK customers or for those in established or emerging markets abroad, at component, subsystem or whole vehicle level. And designers on site now are working on packaging, revolutionary fuel cell design for our own research purposes, new body concepts for an urban commercial vehicle, mechanical aspects of new battery technology, a demonstrator vehicle for new suspension and steering technology, reviewing some foreign truck and bus designs, and some military stuff that I can't really talk about. The design team is currently 24 strong. The current clutch of approaching 10 vacancies owes itself to a visible expansion in our business across all of the areas I've talked about, and also to the knowledge that there are customers out there who want yet more. Permanent recruits here can expect a remarkably flexible approach to working time with a commitment to work-life balance, decent holidays, opportunities to grow with the business, and the usual fringe benefits of working with an employer of this size. Everyone who works here can expect to work on a good variety of projects alongside some very talented and dedicated people. You saw Pete and Dave in the video we all looked at a few minutes ago. They are here this afternoon, and if you've not spoken to them already, do speak to them. I'm not a designer, I just manage them, but they speak your language and do take the opportunity to have a word. I'll now hand over to Christian, who's going to say something about his vacancy.
So I think I've met most people here. My name's Christian Hibbs. I head up the Programme Management Function Group. So next to Guy looks after the kind of engineering function group. Many of you will also met Trevor Wright, who's sat at the back. So Trevor looks after the operational based programme and project managers in my team. In the team shape, there's about 30 people in programme management at MIRA, but that team shape is around operational project and programme management, which Trevor heads up. So that is delivering engineering solutions and engineering programmes in an operational way rather than the classical cost, quality and time. The rest of the team is very much more classical PM, so developing and delivering projects to cost, quality and time. And right here today, the roles that we're looking to fill today are around the operational side. So if you want the detail on that, Trevor's our man. Why did I come to MIRA? You've heard a lot about diversity. I've come from quite a diverse background. My previous employer was a similar business. So I won't talk about that, and we've heard some good examples of projects. What's different for me here at MIRA is the culture, the team culture. This is a great place to work, a very supportive place to work, and it's all about the goal. So it's very a politic-free business. It's a great place to be. I will touch on that diversity. So personally, since I've been here, I'm quite a newbie compared to people like Guy. I've been here 2 years now. But since I've been here, I've been project director for a defence project, which was from clean sheet of paper to design, develop, manufacture, procure and supply a warranted system to the defence industry. Project director for a large Asian project, managing a number of attributes across a vehicle platform. And my team have covered all sorts of projects. So all the projects you've heard mentioned have been managed by people in MIRA in project management roles, either from my team or people in other people's teams like Guy's, acting in that role. So programme management for me at MIRA is not only about my team, but developing the processes and the capability for the business. So if you're part of my team, a lot of what you're going to be doing is about best practice and adopting what you see across the business, making sure we're able to use that across the business and not staying in our silo. I'll talk a little about local area as well. So I'm not a local boy, but I've come to like the area. Nuneaton, not famed for its scenery, but actually when you get here and you get off the A5, there's some wonderful villages around here. A lot of my team live locally, cycle to work, etc. And really it's very commutable as well. You know, you're close to the M6, the M42. It's a great place to commute to and from quite readily. We've talked a little about the roadworks. It is going to be difficult for a little while we expand the road network. And the next phase will actually be on-site development of a dual carriageway through the centre of the site, which starts to open up some of the acres we've talked about. So what all that means is that this growth is real, this success is real. We're not just talking about growing, there's investment, you'll see the change. It's a great place to be.